Hello everybody, we had a surprising day of thrift store finds, so I thought I'd come up here and do a video. Two things I am incredibly excited about, and then a bunch of other things we found earlier in the day. The actual last stuff that we found, we went to another thrift store just on a whim, on the way to take care of my in-laws' dog for the afternoon, have some fun. We went in, found nothing. At the very last minute, looked in one of those little blue bins, those little carts they push around to put more stock on the shelves, and there was a Sony Blu-ray player up on top, and I went and I looked at it, looked underneath, and just about had a heart attack. I have been looking for years for this. As you know by watching my channel, if you've been keeping up with my videos, I've been getting a lot of HD DVDs recently. I've been really ticking off a bunch on my list, my wish list for that format, getting really close to having everything I want for it. But I have not had a working player. I've been looking for years and years and trying to avoid getting it online and paying the shipping and things like that. That's kind of how I collect. I have so many formats that it's worth just waiting and finding a good deal. Finally, after years of never once finding a player in a thrift store anywhere, nowhere around me, I found two at once in that same bin. One that we were using last night and enjoying, watched some Harry Potter. Actually, the Harry Potter, it's a Warner release, double-sided, and it worked perfectly fine, the HD DVD side, which was great, and we've been watching a couple other things there. But I found a Toshiba HD A35 in fantastic condition. Very happy to grab that. And then also, right underneath it, was a Toshiba HD A1. Big hulking beast, older one here. But this one's huge, but fantastic. Both in working order, took them home, checked them out. They both are playing HD DVDs and DVDs fine, both working perfectly fine. I ordered a remote for the A35, and it's a different one, really nice looking remote, very silvery, a lot like the buttons here for this model. So I ordered a remote for each of them online because it was, 15 bucks maybe for both of them, and yeah, awesome. And I forgot to mention the best part too. They're only $5 a piece. So for 10 bucks, I grabbed two HD DVD players. So for years, didn't have one. All of a sudden, one afternoon for $10, I have two. So fantastic. I'm going to be watching through my collection finally of HD DVD. Really happy about that. And we found a couple other oddball stuff at different stores too, and some good things for our eBay store. One Amanda picked up. We were looking through, and she found, for the Sega Pico, the Math Antics with 101 Dalmatians. This was just random find, couldn't find the system or any other, this is just by itself somewhere, but that was an interesting find. I also found one of these two, English subtitled Korean drama, which this was in the bargain rooms. This was by weight and was maybe 10 cents. So I wanted to grab that. Amanda also picked up, brand new sealed for me, because she would have no interest in this at all, the best TV comedy series over 12 hours. Includes Beverly Hillbillies, The Lucy Show, The Andy Griffith Show, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. I have a couple of different collections similar to this with different TV series from the 50s and 60s, and one that has a couple from the 70s, but mostly 50s and 60s, and I swear every one of these has a minimum of 2 episodes of The Dick Van Dyke Show. Even like without counting the complete seasons, I probably have 2/3 of the series just in these random collections. It always seems to be added in there. And then we also picked up The Explorers, and 2 more books for us, 2 more Stargate SG-1 books, Alliances and Valhalla. We have a lot of Atlantis books and not a whole lot of SG-1s. So it was cool to find these and in like pristine shape. Really good. Then for our eBay store, we found a bunch of stuff too. We checked this one out to make sure it was in good working order. All the tapes are in great shape. There seems to be very little color loss or anything. Sid and Marty Krofft, I don't know if you, depends on who you are, I guess, are aware of them. Amanda watched a lot of their stuff back in the day, and we found one that we had not heard of before, actually. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, a giant VHS box set. So that will eventually make its way onto our store. Huge box set. The whole thing on 6 VHS tapes. See if I can pull this nicely out here. It's in really great shape. The outer box is in good shape, and the inner is just perfect. Looks like it hasn't been pulled out, and the first tape was the only one that wasn't perfectly rewound too, so half of me feels like someone watched part of the first tape and was like, this is too weird for me, I'm not high enough for this, and then a booklet that comes with it explaining all the different episodes. But that was a very interesting surprise find. The Devil Wears Prada on Blu-ray, a couple of DVDs, Run Lola Run, Everyday People, Recreation Live on Stage, that one was sealed. Flight Simulator 2, World War II Pacific Theater, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sealed Turbo Jam, Punch, Kick, and Jam Beach Body. Some of these actually still sell, surprising to me. Amanda picks them up all the time, and I can't believe people still buy DVDs and even sometimes VHS of like workout stuff, and there's so much just kind of free online on YouTube and things like that, but maybe people are collecting it, who knows. We have Family Guy, Something Something Dark Side. So the second of the 3 Star Wars themed Family Guy things. Connect Adventures, which some people like the Kinect. I don't get that either, but some people do. And then NBA 2K15 for the PS3. So those are just kind of random pickups. The big thing was the Sid and Marty Krofft show there, the Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. Yeah, that was the big thing for the store, and then for us, obviously, 2 HD DVD players. I am so excited. I've had the A35 hooked up back here. I'm going to put it back where it is, and we're actually going to get a shelf. There's so much empty space here. We're going to put a small shelf there so we can put the PS3 for the Blu-rays right with it, and we don't have to unplug them, so we can have the Laserdisc player, like what they have on the bottom there, and then the PS3 and the HD DVD player all hooked up to the projector. Don't have to take anything upstairs or anything. That's going to be fantastic. I'm excited, and now my big HD DVD collection I can actually start watching.